Hi, my name is Tommy, Tommy the player here on YouTube. I'm so excited to get started on this journey. I've been putting it off for a while now, and I just felt like I just needed to start. As you can see, we're here in Willow Creek. I already have some builds up, and what we're gonna do today is tour. As you can see, Foundry Cove is pretty much all done for the most part. These houses aren't furnished. Only this house, this cottage, and Courthouse Lane. Yes, and Courthouse Lane is furnished, and this house right here, the double gallery house and Pendulum View, are both furnished, but everything else is unfurnished. As you can see, I've deleted all of these lots here, and I really didn't know what I was doing until today. I was just building, but I think I am building my forever world. I don't have any Sims yet in the world. I do want to keep some Sims. So I'm going to move the Goths here into Ophelia Manor. And then on this lot, when we go to tour, you'll see that I still have room for Travis, Summer, and Liberty. So let's get started. As you can see, we are here in Foundry Cove. So this is the lot I built with apartments on it. And I thought it would be really fun to just have four apartments, family apartments at that, where these families are growing. So like maybe they are a bunch of singles living here, or maybe there's a young family. I'm also thinking of moving Bob and Eliza in here. So as you can see, there's like a little entryway here. Nothing too much. I didn't want to add too much because when I do furnish, I want to furnish specifically for the Sims that I make for this world, as well as the Sims that already exist. I think the Sims that come in this game are iconic. I can't just eradicate them and just be like, oh, I don't want these Sims to live in my world. But as you can see, these are small apartments. You come in, there's a little entry, the kitchen is very small. It's right here. So kitchen, living, dining is all in this one area. We have radiators, a small bathroom, one primary bedroom, and like a small office or kids bedroom, depending on the family. So yeah, I was thinking that each family would get that, and each apartment is pretty much the same. They're just mirrored, and once you go upstairs, it's pretty much the same here as well. Um, yeah, I did not put wallpaper in this room, but if you download this, it will be in my gallery. So if you download it, you can paint it however you want. So if we come back downstairs, you can also see that we have like a little outside area where people can play and things. And we also have this play set from Adventure Awaits, and I will say that this is probably one of the best things that they came up with in most recent years. So as you can see, we do like a little block view. Let me raise this up. I wanted the block to look very like lived in, family oriented, and everything. I don't have access to like any mods or tool or anything. I was just going off of how I wanted the neighborhood to feel, and I wanted this neighborhood to feel very family oriented, young, and fresh. Like these are new families. They just like they're either renting or they just bought their first house, or these are families that have been here a while. As you can see with like this house back here, we will get there. All right, let's go back. Let's go to our next build. We are here on the Garden Essence lot. When when I was initially building this, I didn't think I was going to have this many houses. I was just going to have like 3 or 4 houses like this on here. And I was like, why not make 3 little houses for Summer, Travis, and Liberty to live here? So I pivoted and that's what I made. So like these look like little prefab homes that maybe the owner of this lot, maybe I'm pretty sure the land grabs will own this lot and this lot. And I was so excited to build these. And I was like, they're so cute and everything. And they're all the same. So as we go inside, saying like we have in all 3 of them kitchen in the back. So dining room can go here, living room can go in the front. They do all have like a tiny backyard. So there could be like grills and other playthings out there as well. And if you go upstairs, there are 2 bedrooms. So they can meet a partner and grow their family. I just thought that was an interesting idea to come up with because them living together has always been weird. And then in gameplay, they never like branch off and like meet people and they just live in the same house until old age. So I was like, no, they are going to meet someone, they're gonna have families. That is the goal. So let's move on now to these 2 houses. So these 2 houses are mirrored as well, but they are more sectioned. So they're not open floor plan like the other houses, like places that we've been looking at, like in the apartments and in these 3 homes. So these are all sections. So you have a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen, a laundry room, and a bathroom downstairs. So there's not a lot to see. They all do come with a pre-furnishing of a fireplace. All the bathrooms are furnished. Oh, and I forgot to mention that each of these also have laundry. If you don't have the laundry day pack, you can just get rid of it, or put another cabinet there, or yeah. So each of these houses have backyards as well. I thought putting like this generational tree in the backyard was cool, and it just gave it something. And then there's alleyways all over this place, so your son can come down this way, all down these alleyways, because I thought that made sense to connect each house and everything. So let's move on upstairs. So these houses have 3 bedrooms in it and 3 bathrooms. Well, 3.5 baths, I think. No, 3 full bathrooms. So each house has 3 full bathrooms in it. And yeah, we have the big primary bedroom out the front. And then we have a smaller bedroom and we have a bigger bedroom in the back. And that goes for both of these houses. Same layout, just mirrored from each other. And yeah, I thought this was cute to do. One of them has a darker scheme to it, but like you can always change that. I always think houses look better next to each other in contrast. And they do have an attic on this house, but I didn't put anything up there and I didn't put a way to get up there. So if you download this lot, you can put like a little sneaky whatever up here. There's room. You might have to like mess with the roof a little bit, but there's room to like put something up here. Maybe this person's secretly a witch. But if they're a witch, they can teleport up here. So that is this lot. Let's move on to our next one. Now we are on the Streamlet Single lot here in Willow Creek. Go down to the first floor. So unlike the houses across the street, this house does have an open floor plan to it. as you can see, you come in, they have a little entrance with a closet here, and you come in, and then kitchen. Well, living and dining is pretty much in the same spot, and then they have a kitchen here. I remember when I was building this, I had a lot of trouble with the downstairs. I didn't know how to lay it out, but then I figured it out. I didn't want too many windows on this side because the apartments are over here, and they have a huge back porch. And yeah, that's the downstairs. So as we go upstairs, we have a we have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. There is no bathroom downstairs in this house. So we have a huge primary bedroom, and we have 2 smaller bedrooms in the back that are the same size. They have a primary suite, and then there's also a hall bath. And yeah, there are also closets in here. I like when there are parties and your Sims can like go make out in the closet. I think that's so, I don't want to say nostalgic, but it's very much that. All right, let's move on to our next house. Now we're on the Daisy Huffle lot, and this house is a little bit bigger than the rest. It has it has a big downstairs. It is sectioned off, so it's not an open floor plan. We can start off with like this. We have this big porch, and then we have this really outdated entryway. Very outdated with this ugly tile. When building this, I wanted this house to look old and like maybe the grandparents still live here, and then like their children moved in, so they can either get back on their feet or just want to live in a big family generational home. So as we move over, we do have this huge living room. Then we come over. We have our dining room that leads into our kitchen. So off of the kitchen, we have our laundry room and our downstairs bathroom. So we go back to the kitchen. As you can see, it's very fancy. I used the kitchen set from Royalty and Legacy because I felt like it fit this house a lot, especially like that kind of like light wood pattern that's on it. And if we come further, there's a pantry here. You can also turn this into another bathroom as well. And then we have like a bonus room or another bedroom here. So this could either be the grandparents' room or the parents' room, however that works out in your gameplay. And we have this huge back porch, and we have all of this room off to the back and side of the house. There's not like a ton of room in this backyard, but there's enough room to do some of the things you want to do. As we move upstairs, as we move upstairs, we have our huge. I just noticed that I make really big houses. So we have this huge primary suite with an ensuite bathroom. We have this big hallway here. When building this, I built it with like maybe like a love seat or like some sort of like sitting area in mind. And then that leads to the bathroom. Then we have 2 bedrooms here out the back. And this bedroom has a closet in it. That's pretty much this house on Daisy Hobble. Let's move on to our next house. So now we are on the Cabana lot. I believe this is the smallest lot here in on this part of town, but I was still able to do a lot. So by moving the house furthest to the right, I was able to get this side yard going, as well as a little backyard. It does have the smallest porch out of all the houses, but I think it's quaint and cute. So as we come in, we have an entryway here, so you can set up an ottoman or something here to decorate. Then we have our living room here. And this house is a little bit different because we have the small little kitchen. So we have the small little kitchen in the heart of the house that leads to our dining room. And then off our dining room, we have our little laundry room. Or you can convert it to a bathroom if you don't have another downstairs bathroom, or a small office if you don't have the laundry day pack. And our dining room leads to our back porch. When building this, I really, really liked that the kitchen was small like this because I feel like I have never done anything like this. And I thought it was so cute. So I do want to recreate this in more houses. Because if this is a family home, but like maybe they don't spend a lot of family time in the kitchen, it is just like a throughway here. And like they come back and they eat in the dining room with everyone. So as we come upstairs, there's only 2 bathrooms in this house. And it is just a little bit smaller than the other houses, but we still have like a big primary bedroom, as well as we have like this nice little hallway, and then we have this bathroom, and then we have 2 bedrooms out the back. We have a smaller one, and then we have this one with a closet in it. So let's go back to Managed Worlds. Okay, now that we're back in Managed Worlds, I can talk to you more about some of like the process I've been thinking of. When initially building all this up, this was for me and the kind of families that I've been thinking about for this world. I don't have any CC installed, so I've just been like playing with what I got. I did buy things off the marketplace. I don't have any CC at the moment. But I've been doing a little bit of research, and there are 2 that I want to get, MC Command Center and UI Cheats, and maybe even Better Build By. If I'm going to be building on, maybe I should have that. But for the most part, it was never my intention to put any of this on YouTube. I just thought that, like, why not share it? I wouldn't say I'm the best builder by any means, but I just think that it's very interesting to share what you do online. So let's move on. So I think we're going to move into Courtyard Lane here. And the only house I have here is Rose Cottage. So this house is on the Rendell Rose lot. So it is a smaller house that I built, and it is based off of a house that my grandfather made. So it's just pretty much a miniature. It's not like he didn't build an actual house, but I thought it was so cute, and I was like, I have to put this in the game. So as you can see, we have our entryway here, and that's where our stairs are. And this is one of the furnished houses in right now. So you can delete all the furniture if you don't like it. or if it's not like the style that you want. But I wanted to have it. I wanted this to have like a small little college feel, cottage feel, a small little cottage feel. So as you can see off to the left here, there's like a little half bath there, and then we move into, I don't want to call this a living room, but I want to call this like pretty much like a living space. There's like a lot going on, and this couch was one from one of the maker packs, and I really needed to have it because I felt like it fit what I was going for this house. Like this couch set, it was just it. I was like, I need that. They have a little TV here. They have a fireplace off the side. And yes, I'm thinking of making a pet for them. So I'm thinking that the grandparents that live here had to take in like their grandchildren. One is a teenage girl and one is a little boy. So that's pretty much like the storyline that I got so far when building this. And now we have our kitchen and dining room. And I think this is probably one of the best kitchens I've ever built. I really love how homey it feels. It's cluttered. It's nice. Yeah. It's really warm. That's one thing I will say. It's very warm. So now if we come out to the yard, there's like a little seating area. There's a grill. There's a woodworking table for the grandpa. And there is some planter boxes for grandma. And more toys in a trash can for them. As we move upstairs, the grandparents' room is out the back of the house. So this is the primary bedroom. They have one bathroom in this house. And then we have the little boy's room. Or little girl, it can be for anyone, really. Our cute little hallway. Not too much in here. I wanna say like the grandparents are like very, I don't wanna say minimal, but they are very cognizant about what they put in their house. And like the kids don't have a lot. They had to come here quickly after their parents went off to a different city so they can build a new life, maybe. I don't know. I'm building this as I speak. So now we have like this little bathroom here. I think this is a nice bathroom. I like the color scheme. And then we have the teenage girls' room. And again, when I was looking at the stuff in the marketplace, and I saw this and I was like, I need this for this girl's bedroom. Because I can't necessarily download CC, but I'm able to get stuff from the game and have my computer work fine. And yeah, that's pretty much Rose Cottage. So if you want a video of me making this family, please let me know down in the comments. I will definitely love making that family. Let's move on to our next build. Okay, we are at our next build. So this is the double gallery house that I built. It's pretty much just based off a style of house that is in New Orleans. I did not copy like a one-to-one. I just took the style and made it. There's like a little funny story, like little backstory to this house. So this is the Ophelia Villa lot. In my gameplay, the Goths had moved out of this lot, and I want to say, is it Olive Spectre and Nyan Spectre ended up moving into this house. I thought that was a great chance to, recreate this lot. And I thought when I was making this current lot, I was like, why not bring it over? and continue having it in the game because I really do like this house. Um, Through gameplay, like how the family has grown, Nyan had moved out for a little while, but moved back in with his 4 kids. So yeah, as you can see, we have a nice little entryway. And we have this cute living room here, nice and big. And we have a hidden, I want to say hidden office is not hidden, but I thought this was a cool way to like not have everything be so big by like adding an office here in this little hallway and a bathroom downstairs. And then as you come here, we go into our dining space. As you can see, I like laundry. I just think it's so realistic when, yeah, you're just like, you're playing and then like there's laundry everywhere because you forgot to do the laundry. And then we move on to the kitchen area. And it's a nice kitchen. It's not, I wouldn't say it's my best kitchen, but it's a nice kitchen. Then we can move out into the backyard. I really think that they have a lot of fun back here. They are a family after all. So there's planters back here for skill building stuff. I'm trying to think. In my gameplay, Nyan's a writer. So like he spends a lot of time in here. And then we can move upstairs. So as we come upstairs, Nyan has a little sister, and since she stayed in the house even after their mom died, um, she has the primary suite. They don't have that many bathrooms in this house. Is a huge family, but they struggling for bathroom space. So this is Nyan's room, and then these are the kids' rooms over on this side of the house. And everybody has a balcony. These 2 kids have access to the balcony. Nyan doesn't have access to the balcony from his room. But yeah, I thought this would be a cool addition to this save. I just thought that why not? It fit. And the specters don't necessarily have to move to live here. But I thought it was a little bit of lore and cute, cool lore for just to add to this video. So let's go back to manage worlds. We are headed towards our last build, and that is Ophelia Manor. I really thought that the creators of the game did the goths dirty by having them in that house. Like it just didn't fit their grandeur for me or their lore of them being a wealthy family. So I thought, why not create this big manor house for them? So it is unfurnished for now. Um, so as we come in, we have an entryway that leads to a dining room and a living room. From the living room, there's a sunroom. And then we could come further back. I think this is like a little parlor space where there's like drinks and stuff. And then here's the office. And then there's no way in here from here, but there is way from the kitchen back here. So we come back in, here's the staircase room. There's a closet here, like, but not like the closet from Growing Together. But we have our kitchen here, our very red and black kitchen, because that is the color of the goths. I thought this was a really cool kitchen. I really love this wallpaper and how detailed it is, and it really went well with the black and white checkered floor and like these kind of like gray tiled walls. And then we have a little bathroom up the back. So everything in here is I want to say a little bit dated, but not really. It's like dated but modern. So as we go back, we have our backyard. We have a pool, no ladder, so people can die. And then we have a greenhouse. I feel like they should have a greenhouse. And then we have our little family graveyard here. So I think I will put some of their ancestors' names on here, or even like make the ancestors and then kill them and put them here. Who knows? But then we have a little fountain area, and I believe the Sims can sit on here. That's why I didn't put any benches out here. So we can move on upstairs. And we have our huge landing. And then we have like this huge balcony out the back that I thought was cool. If this doesn't work for you, you can turn this into like another bedroom or even like a maker space or something like that. But off of that, we have Alexandra's bedroom that leads to like a Jack and Jill bathroom. And one thing I will say, in one of my other saves, Bella and Mortimer were getting down. They had so many kids. So I was like, let's put an extra room in here. And as we come across the hallway, we have this large primary suite and they have a balcony. This room also has a balcony on it. And this room has this huge, really, really nice bathroom. So we have our stand-up shower along with the tub. And then we can move over to the daughter's room. And yeah, she has like a really nice sized bedroom. It's not, I don't know. Alex Alex's bedroom is like a little bit like cut weird. So, but who knows? Maybe she has a big bedroom. But she also has her own bathroom and her own like walk-in closet. So I thought that was a good thing to give her just to have so that she can have that space in her room. As you can see, there's like little cars out here that I put here from Debug. And I think this house really fits in this area. Okay, now that we are back to our Manage Worlds window, I do want to talk a little bit about some of the areas that I'm thinking. On this lot here, Brook Bungalow, I'm thinking about putting a pool area for the Sims. These will remain all family homes. I'm going to put another mansion here on Cypress Terrace. This will probably turn into the municipal muses. Yeah, this will be the museum and maybe even a park at the same time. I do want like a rec center here, a library on one of these lots, a gym, and maybe there's like another like apartment on this lot somewhere on one of these lots. And yeah, I just want there to be a lot of Sims. I hope that these residential rentals, when I turn them into residential rentals, don't break my save or have too many in here. But yeah, thank you for watching my video. This is my first video of many, so if you liked seeing this, please be on the lookout for what I have coming next. I'm gonna be building up Willow Creek, but as well as like doing other things in this game. Maybe even some gameplay. Who knows? The world is open and I'm so excited to be on this journey. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on EA at Tomie the Player or through my hashtag Tomie Plays. And that way you can find all of my builds here on there. There are also some older builds on there if you would like to see them. Yeah, I'm excited to get started and be on this journey with you all. And before I go, Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you made it this far, please, if you want to see what I have coming up next, everything will be in the description. My EAID and how you can find me. I don't have any socials yet. We're just getting started. Bye.